able to just kind of walk me through the first two goals for you?
Bailey Feist made it pretty easy. It was great team build-up, and again, they make our lives easy when we're up top and lay it on a platter for us, and it's the least we could do for all their hard work.
For both of y'all and just several other starters tonight getting a lot of minutes that you don't usually get, just what was that like getting out there, and how did you feel the flow of the game, especially based on Brazilians?
I mean, obviously, I think we're both super grateful to be able to play in the circumstances with having the fans here and playing against a Brazilian team we not used to. It was really cool for us to play against. So I think it's just like a good opportunity for us to play against them.
Yeah, it was great. It was great having a start at the stadium and just knowing that the fans are behind you, and that we had such a great turnout today for a Saturday night game. And again, to Katie's point, it was great playing international competition. And it was a good win.
What was the biggest difference y'all seen playing against their style, playing the style?
Yeah, I mean they were definitely technical. I feel like Brazilians are just magicians on the ball, as you can tell from our Brazilian players and on our team in the league. And we got to slow our feet and prepare for it and bring our intensity and play our game, and hopefully just be a good representation of not only the NWSL but the Kansas City Current.
I think, like Kay said, we didn't really know what to expect because we don't have much film on them. We haven't played against them before, so I think just being able to adjust to what they brought up was our goal.
Julian? Hey guys, congratulations. Crazy performance from both of you, from the squad as well. Katie, you just mentioned.
Sorry. Sorry.
You were able to adjust, and Black actually made that statement as well. I was really proud of the way the team adjusted. When that's happening, this is your first match.
Yeah.
You're young, but you don't play young. But how do you take that? Who do you look to as far as leading that change in those adjustments?
I mean, honestly, I think just players around me. I feel like I look up to everyone on this team. Obviously, the back line, Kayla and Reagan helped me a lot, and then Laurel as a goalkeeper was communicating a lot to me. But I think it's just a team at that moment. Everyone on this team I look up to, and I think just being on the field with them makes you feel more comfortable when you have to make adjustments.
And for both of you, if you don't mind, it just got things got a little chippy as we expected. How important was it to kind of keep your head and play cool, be mature to get out of that match?
Yeah, it was important for us to see the result and keep our cool about it too, and be a good representation of not only the players but the people that we are, and hold our heads up high. And yeah, I mean it's kind of fun though. I can't lie, it's fun to be competitive, and there's a language barrier there, so no one really knew what anybody was saying, which kind of made it even more fun. So yeah. Oh yeah. See, again, numbers I feel like universal language.
Go ahead.
Congratulations on the performance tonight. Awesome atmosphere. The team comes out with such an aggressive attack-minded presence. I feel like you guys press quickly in all game, which is astonishing because of this training condition. So I felt like with that said, the press working well, and you guys going into half of the league, what are the adjustments made, if any, and how much of their style of play dictated?
Yeah, no, at halftime going into it's pretty much tactical adjustments to adjusting to the game, to speaking to the point that Katie made earlier, because fitness-wise, physicality-wise, you're not gonna see a drop-off between any player, and in between the first and the second half, and no matter who's out there, the type of intensity that they're gonna bring. It's just the soccer that needs some adjustment, and that was a pretty easy fix for us. I wouldn't say easy, but it was a good fix for us to come have that time at halftime and make those adjustments, and yeah, it was good for us to get the result.
I was going to say, I think also we prepare like that. Our trainings are very physical, and we'll have one team switch how we play, and then the other team has to adjust to that. So I think just being prepared is what helps us through these games.
Katie, you in the first 15 to 20 minutes, the Current had the lion's share of possession. But there was a couple of moments where their striker and their right winger, when they got on the ball, even their left winger as well, you could tell they were willing to need a half a step to really create some problem. There was some real talent out there on the counterattack. Did you guys make any adjustments with that, with marking or special awareness or
I mean, I think just like how we normally play, like just slowing them down, letting our players recover in the like midfield and front line. But like you said, it's kind of just like adjusting again and like communicating to the players in front of you when to come back and focusing on obviously the player on the ball, but players around them, and making sure like you're always focused on what you need to do in the back line.
And I will say there was multiple times in a corner kick, everything's a little discombobulated. Katie made multiple 70-yard runs back to get in position, and that doesn't, we all saw it, and that typically, goes on, like, can go unnoticed to an untrained eye, but that's exactly the type of, like, player that is going to thrive in an environment like this. It's an expectation, and, Katie getting her first start and playing 90 minutes, she did exactly that, and you're going to see that same type of mentality and intensity and ferocity through any player that you're going to see in the back line. So there's no drop off or change with Katie.
Thanks, Faye.
You got it, girl. All right, next up, Henry Freeman.
Yeah, Katie, 7 months ago, signed with the Current to play the full 90, as I just mentioned. How have you kind of seen yourself grow within this team, and how has this team really helped you grow?
I mean, I think since coming here in January, like, just continuing to learn from everyone around me. Obviously, like, coming in as 17 years old and coming from only 6 months at college, I didn't have much experience. Like, I've been with the national team, but I haven't really been with girls a lot older than me. So I think just learning from them every single day and taking their word for, I mean, a lot of them give me advice and help me. And I think just allowing myself to be okay with making mistakes during training and continuing to, like, work on the things I need to and be uncomfortable, be uncomfortable being uncomfortable in that, and, like, during trainings, do stuff that I wouldn't normally do. And I think just getting out of my comfort here has helped me a lot with, like, the support of the people around me.
PJ, go ahead.
I know this is both of y'all's first year with the Current, but in the past they've played the national teams, and of course as the game grows, more tournaments and things like that are happening. How do y'all see the benefit of playing these Brazilian clubs and other teams around the world to adjust and get ready for the League Cup?
Yeah, it's great to have that kind of exposure to different teams at an international level, and I imagine that they would say the same thing about playing an NWSL team. So this time is really beneficial for us to prepare going into season 2, and for players like us that haven't gotten much of those minutes in season. It's a great opportunity for those players to kind of, meet fitness levels and have that chance out there and do everything we can to come out with a win and just, again, represent the Kansas City Current well.
Just one last quick question. As those, not only outside, but working to get the time and then having the performances that you put out tonight, what is some advice you might give to those to young girls playing in the club, or raising at the ECL level, or the college level, as freshman, or trying to push up to a higher level? What kind of advice would you give them to go from where you were to where you are now?
I would say just, like, know your journey is going to be different and never compare. I think a lot of people's journeys are up and down, and you can look at other people's and not realize that, and you can only see the ups. So I think just continue to put in perspective, like, obviously I could be upset for not playing for 7 months, but it's like I'm on the best team and I'm, like, so happy here, and, like, I'm all for the team when I'm on the bench, or if I don't travel, like, I'm completely for the team. So I think it's just, like, having the mentality of, like, it's for the team and not for me, and continuing to trust the process of your own journey.
Yeah, no, that was an incredibly mature and pretty accurate perspective on the situation too. And now this is my 3rd year in the league, 2nd team, it's not lost on older players. I bet you any other older player would say the exact same thing. The 9-year vet, 7-month rookie. And to your point, it's like comparison is the thief of joy. And you just have to have the blinders on, not only for yourself, but as a team. Like, it's very much a team first mentality here, which I think is pretty unique to the group that we have. And you just can't be really concerned with what's going on outside of it. Not that we really are. We're really focused internally, and if you're not on the best team, you want to be in the best environment, because that's the only way that you're going to grow as a person and a player. And you're playing with the best people. Like, why would you not want to be here if you're learning and playing with world-class players? It's like it's a dream.